Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Amalfi in the Historical Immersion Project mod for Crusader Kings 2. Last time, the previous Doge died and made us the Doge, or Protarchon. And also we created or usurped, I can't remember, the Duchy of... which duchy was it? Capua? Yeah, I think so. Which gave us some de jure claims, so we took this county, and we also have a de jure claim on the Pope for this county. I'm not sure whether it's a good idea to actually press that anytime soon. He's currently involved in some war with Holy Roman Empire. Anyway, let's unpause. We're also building a trade post. One of our other patricians died of gonorrhea. Interesting. We are building a trade post. Where was it? Over here in... No? Oh, it was... No, I don't know where it was. Anyway, we are building one. Our fifth one. And we had a daughter. And all of our other patricians are still being very lax about building their own trade posts. If Polcarius is nowhere to be seen, you can always find him in the courtyard playing with his swords and practicing his sword fighting with older men. Good. Let's see, he can be diligent or proud, and he's diligent. Excellent. Assassins are a constant danger that every ruler may have to face. To prepare, you have decided to expand the size of your personal bodyguard. Any would-be Protarchon Slayer will have to fight through them first. So we gain 1 intrigue, putting us up to 8, and fulfilling our ambition, which is good. So we can pledge peace for 15 years and wage no offensive wars. That doesn't sound like a good idea. And we could take the King of Sicily's CB for ambition, which would allow us to use the subjugation CB if we were pagan, but we are not. So, not really a good idea to do that. We're pretty far off being able to form the kingdom. I think we'll just try to find a hobby. Sure. Sounds good. I guess pilgrim doesn't count as a lifestyle trait. So our income, now that we are the Doge, is pretty healthy. It's 14 per month. Which should allow us to spend some money on upgrading our holdings and stuff. Today I'm visiting some of the local peasants. Oh, about the fertilizers again. Let's say feces. And Great Moravia wants to marry somebody else, my cousin. Okay, why not? We can usurp the title of Salerno. We're also waiting for our Seas Coast CB cooldown to expire, so we can take this county. Somebody died in my dungeons. Though I had thought Methodios to be a more reasonable man, his request to be allowed to duel his rival was slightly erratic. So this is my half-brother. Yeah, you could duel him. I don't care. Do what you like. Not the boss of you. Yeah, we finished our trade post. Let's find out where that was, since I forgot already. Balharm. Oh, it was over here. So I was 1 county off. Okay. So, let's see. Suppose we could upgrade this immediately. Or we could keep our money for upgrading our mansion. No need to do it immediately anyway. We are not the expected successor yet. It's really just Musco here who is the was the rival for that. Everyone else has pretty low respect. Well, Urso isn't bad, but not compared to ours. So perhaps to avoid having to spend any money to retain the Protarchon ship, Protarchonate, whatever the noun is, we could plot to have this guy killed, which it seems is going to be possible, and indeed kind of easy. Not quite over 200, maybe we can bribe somebody. Yeah. And my wife is pregnant again, so that's good. And we have an independence faction. Which county is... No. He's the guy who we forcibly took over with our de jure claim. And also usurped his title and has the foreigner penalty, title claim penalty. He desires the Cate Panikion of Capua, which I'm guessing is the duchy. Yeah, so I don't know, not much we can do about him really. Okay, Pelagios died a natural death. Somebody else died of a natural death. But he was our Mysticos, so we need to appoint somebody else. Okay, we'll appoint the Count of Neapolis. Send him over to Constantinople. My son Eusebius practically lives in the kitchens, the little glutton. Maybe give him temperate? No. But he's at least not gluttonous. Oh, and Musco died a natural death over here. Presumably unrelated to our plot. Unless it was a really good plot. My wife has retired to the convent for a short while to gather her thoughts and find some peace, maybe even God. Perfect occasion to spend time with my lover so I can gain lustful, which I already have. I can possibly gain deceitful, possibly gain craven, or spend the time working instead. Losing my lover in the process. Well, I don't think that matters too much. We have plenty of children. Sure, we'll work instead. You've just learned that the captain of one of your trade galleys has been selling part of his cargo to Constantios smugglers instead of delivering it as ordered, apparently hoping the amount sold would be too small to be noticed. So we lose 50 gold, which is unfortunate. This Holy Roman Empire rebellion is still ongoing. Is this guy... Looks like he has a Republic thing around his portrait. Yeah, he's the patrician of neighbours. Which title is this? He's Genoa, I see. I suppose that is the only other Republic he could be. Yeah, but I'm kind of surprised it's still going on, because he was losing pretty... Oh no, he was winning initially. He was up to 80-something%, then it was down to like 10% in favor of the Emperor, and now it's back to 71% in his favor. Interesting. It's fine for us if they become independent. In fact, it's probably preferable that that happens. So that if we want this land, we don't have to fight the Emperor for it. Okay. In fact, we can change our crown laws now, I suppose, if we wanted. Just leave them as they are for the moment. My little son Polcarias always has his nose in the scriptures, so he could become zealous. He can be zealous. I'm okay with that. I just saw the Pope raising all his levies and marching off to war. So yeah, he has very little in the way of military strength at the moment. He has no allies, and I don't think anyone can just join him, join his wars. However, going to war against him obviously will make him dislike us, and we could get excommunicated, which I suppose would be bad. On the other hand, I do kind of want his land. You know, if you can't go to war against the Pope occasionally, what is even the point of life? Let's take to the de jure claim. So we will gain it directly, I guess, because he holds it personally. Oh, it costs us 100 piety to declare on him because he's defending against heathens. I think that's okay. We have a decent amount of piety, we can spare it. And we can call in our allies, but we probably don't need to. So he's just raised possibly mercenaries here? Doesn't look like mercenaries. This is just his army. Oh, and I have been excommunicated, yep. A terrible stain on honor and respectability. Okay. Well, once we take his land, we may have to attempt to beg his forgiveness. And siege our trade post, that's fine. Can't... what county is he in? Okay, that's farmland, so we would like to attack him there if at all possible. Being a very patient person, I always try to hear others' opinions before making a decision, because every opinion is flawed, might as well hear them all, so we can become cynical, humble, or arbitrary, or kind, just, or humble, or I am such a great protarchon, ambitious, proud, or envious. So we have kind, and we have kind already, but not just or humble. Gaining ambitious would also be good. However, I don't really want to be proud or envious. Well, those aren't terrible traits, I suppose. Well, let's try for ambitious. We did not get ambitious, that's fine. And a son was born to me. Born already disliking me. Because I'm excommunicated. It doesn't even know what that means. My lords are unhappy at having their levies raised. Oh dear, we've been broken on the left flank here. Which is pretty bad. Put to minus 100% immediately. Probably should have raised some mercenaries to help with this war. Okay, we lost. And that cost us a whole bunch of money. I didn't actually see how much. And presumably some prestige, maybe piety also. So I guess that was a pretty bad idea then. Coffers are empty and you owe your subjects money, so the morale of our armies will suffer. And we'll have corruption and criminals, so that's no good. Let's lower my retinue reinforcement rate. We'll just halve it. We wanted to reinforce, but slower is fine. Now, how do we get unexcommunicated? Lift excommunication. No. Because he doesn't like me. And I can't give him money, obviously, because we don't have any. Alright. Oh, great. You've just managed to fabricate your claim, and I don't have the money to actually use it. On the other hand, maybe I can actually use it. I mean, we're already bankrupt. How much worse could it be if we're 189 gold more bankrupt? Yeah, we can. Great. So, it should give us the ability to usurp that county. Since we have a claim, our vassals will not object. I think we'll wait on doing that, though, until at least our retinue is reinforced. Although we should have enough troops otherwise. Maybe. Actually, we don't have a lot of troops because we just lost them all in that disastrous battle/war. And, yeah, in fact, he has more troops than us. Okay, so we are going to have to wait. My acute budget deficit has allowed a smuggler's ring to appear in Gaeta. Yep. I cannot afford to pay my magistrates, and my debts to the lower classes are dangerously high. Peasants are completely disregarding my divine right to rule. Well, that sounds bad. You have discovered a plot where somebody is plotting to kill me. We'll just end that, please. What we should probably do, actually, is take out a loan. Loan decisions. 400 gold. We can't take out a huge loan because we have to be much higher than a duke. We can take 400, and that will considerably reduce the time it'll take us to get back into the positive here. Which I can only assume is a good idea. The Wrath of the Patrician. As Protarchon, you are in a unique position to act against the Musco family, your old enemies. Striking at them directly might draw the ire of the other patrician families, whose continued favour is necessary to cement your dynasty's rule over the Republic, however. The Muscos still enjoy a lot of support in many quarters of Amalfi, but new insidious ways of hurting them are open to you now that with your current office. You have managed to tarnish their family's name and standing through an intensive lobby campaign, so we gain 50 prestige and they lose 100. We can kind of afford it. Oh, even better. Yeah, that's fine though. Us gaining some prestige is good all by itself. And my son lacks a guardian. We could use him for opinion with one of the other patricians, or I don't think there's really any reason to do that. We'll give him to Sibylla over here, I suppose. Because why not? And how goes the revolt? Oh, didn't mean to click that. 77% in his favour. Let's try to talk to him about moderation. Okay. Temperate is good. That is my heir, actually. So I would prefer if he wasn't slothful. Slothful gives plus 10% fertility. Interesting. Well, that's good to know anyway. It's not all bad. Oh no, I've contracted consumption. That's pretty bad. How long before my son is of age? November. My courtier died of consumption. Sorrento? Okay, he died of pneumonia. My son, Polcarios, hardly eats anything for fear of turning fat. Yes, temperance is a virtue. Good. Be temperate. Uh-oh, my nephew contracted consumption. No, she definitely doesn't fancy me. Don't you remember? She's not my type. I met an interesting, perhaps slightly crazy traveler today. He claims to have seen red and yellow carrots in a faraway land. What a good joke. Everyone can see carrots are purple. What next? Orange carrots. Okay. So I'm highly amused for a whole year. We've got to pay interest on our loans. Okay. Okay, we have another smuggler's ring in Amalfi, which is pretty bad. Oh, it lowers disease resistance as well. And my son is of legal age and did not get a good education trait from us, unfortunately. Anyway, let's... he should be our heir now. No, he's not. I think we have to make him the designated heir. And also get him married, of course. Let's see. Get him betrothed to a strong 9-year-old, maybe? Maybe like a strong or genius character, if at all possible. But I will settle for somebody young and fertile. And do we want to wait 7 years for him to actually get married? Probably not. Left-handed? Perceptive is at least entirely positive, so we'll take her. Okay. Well, that will do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.